Welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video, we are going to see about heat exchanger. What is a heat exchanger? It is a device used to transfer a thermal energy between the two fluids without mixing them. It converts the one medium to another medium, and it converts both hot to warm and cold to warm. Basically, it is transfer heat from one medium to another medium without mixing of them. In the bottom image, we can see a thermal energy is being transferred. So we have a fluid 1 is a water and fluid 2 is a oil. From a fuel fluid 1, we have a hot fluid inlet. From a fluid 2, we have a cold fluid inlet. And a fluid 1 outlet is warm fluid outlet and fluid 2 is a warm fluid outlet. It is because of contacting a hot fluid to a cold fluid and cold fluid to a hot fluid. So we got a fluid 1 outlet as a warm fluid compared to a fluid inlet is a hot and fluid 2 is a warm. So comparatively a temperature is lesser. And from a fluid 2 we got a warm fluid outlet while we compare to a inlet outlet fluid is temperature is high. So it is called as a heat exchanger. Let us look at the pictures of a heat exchanger. First image which we can see I explained in the last slide. Let us come to the second picture. This is how an industrial heat exchanger is performing. While we have a barrel of oil which we need to be heat, so we use a heat exchanger to increase the temperature of oil. So we inletting a tube which contain a hot water while the hot water is directly contacting to the cold oil. So the temperature of oil will be increases due to the transfer of heat from a hot water to the cold oil without mixing them. If we look at the second image, second part, which is a wrong method, where fire is directly contacting to the oil, so it gets chance of destroying. At the bottom image, we can see the difference between fluid mix and fluid is not mixed. In this picture is transparently showing how a fluid has been transferring a heat from one part to another part without mixing them. Picture 1 from a third picture. Inside fluid is very hot. To increase the temperature, we are adding a water. Where water is contacting to that inside fluid, so obviously a temperature will be decreases due to the contacting of cold to warm. If we look at the another image where a fluid is directly mixing, so which is not used for a process or upcoming process, where efficiency of a process will be less as we compare to the heat exchanger, or originality of a fluid will be changed. Let us look at the types of heat exchanger. First, we have a fine tube heat exchanger, and we have a Sheldon tube heat exchanger, and we have a double tube heat exchanger, and we have a plate heat exchanger, which we'll see in upcoming videos. Let us come to the application of a heat exchanger. Heat exchanger plays a crucial role in various industries by facilitating a transfer of heat from one fluid to another. The primary purpose is to either heat or cool a fluid, depending on a specific application. Here are some common applications of a heat exchanger. First, a heat exchanger or integral component in a HVAC system. They transfer heat between the air and a fluid, such as water or a refrigerant, to either heat or cool the air circulate in the buildings. So those who don't know what's meant by a HVAC system, it is a heat, ventilation and air conditioning system, which helps to circulate the air in a building, both heat and cold air circulation in the building. Next, a heat exchanger are employed in a power generation faculties to extract the heat from the steam produced by the boiler. This heat is then used to convert water into a steam, driving a turbine to generate the electricity. So, in the power generation, they extract the heat from the steam. Again, they used to convert the water into the steam. Again, driving a turbine to generate electricity. Basically, they extract the heat from the steam that produced by the boiler, and then this heat is used to convert water into a steam. That helps to driving a turbine to generate the electricity as well. And next, heat exchanger is widely used in the chemical processing industries for various applications, including a heating or cooling reaction vessel, condensing vapors, and maintaining a specific temperature in a process. In the chemical process industries, where they use for heating and cooling vessels and condensing vapor, that which you use to convert water into a vapor, a vapor into a water, and maintaining a specific temperature in a process. So heat exchanger are used in the oil and gas sectors for processing such as refining natural gas processing and petrochemical production. They play a role in the heating or cooling a fluid in different stages of this processing. So basically they used in oil and gas sector processing for refining a natural gas process and a petrochemical production, which necessary for heating and cooling fluids in a different stage of this process. And next, a heat exchanger are utilized for pasteurization and sterilization process in the food and beverage industries. They help maintaining the desired temperature for preserving a food product. Heat exchanger are used to recover waste heat from an industrial process and convert it into a usable energy, improving overall energy efficiency. So they used in food and beverage industries for a process like pasteurization and sterilization, which helps to prevent food or preserving food from bacteria, and which also improve overall efficiency or energy efficiency of the process. Let us come to the advantages of heat exchanger. Heat exchanger contribute to energy efficiency by recovering and reusing heat from one fluid or gas to heat another, reducing overall energy consumption. So basically, a heat exchanger has a high energy efficiency by recovering and reusing heat, which helps to heat a fluid or gas. So this which will reduce the overall energy consumption. Next, it is utilizing a waste heat through a heat exchanger can lead to a cost saving in energy bills and operational expenses. So, heat exchanger utilizing a waste heat, which will be a cost saving and less energy bills, and which helps for other operational expenses. Heat exchangers are versatile and find application in diverse industries, including HVAC, chemical processing, power generation, and more. So, heat exchangers are used in many industries such as HVAC, chemical processing, and power generation, and many more industries as well. Heat exchanger provide a precise control of over temperature in various process, ensuring optimal conditions for industrial applications. So, heat exchanger will provide accurate control of over temperature in various process, which will help in industrial applications. By recovering and reusing heat from a heat exchanger can help to reduce environmental impact like greenhouse emission and contributing more sustainable and environmental friendly practice. And many heat exchangers have a compact design, make them suitable for installation where space is limited. Due to the compact design, which is suitable for a space limit in industries. Let us look at the disadvantages of a heat exchanger. The installation of a heat exchanger can involve a significant upfront cost, including the purchase of equipment and installation and expenses. So the heat exchanger is very expensive. Even the purchasing of equipment and other installation and expenses will be more expensive. So industry which have a limited budgets have to look upon it. And next, a heat exchanger may require a regular maintenance to ensure the efficient operation. Falling corrosion and scaling can affect the performance and necessity to cleaning or repair. Heat exchangers have a regular cleaning and maintenance, which will prevent fouling and corrosion and scaling. It is due to comes of a reaction of a water reacting in a heat, which will produce a scaling, can affect the performance of a process. So it requires a regular cleaning and maintenance. And next, the choice of material for a heat exchanger is critical. And selecting a wrong material can lead to corrosion or other issues. We need to be careful of selecting a material for a heat exchanger. If a material is wrong, it may lead to corrosion or scaling or fouling, which will lead to other issues and affect the performance of an industry or a process. And some heat exchangers have intricate designs which can increase the complexity of installation and maintenance. A certain design may require also more precise engineer. So the installation of heat exchanger is more complexity. For a certain design, we need a clear engineering information for the installation and maintenance of a heat exchanger. Finally, the summary of a heat exchanger is offering a significant advantages in terms of energy efficiency, cost saving, and environmental benefits. And their implementation require a careful concentration of factors such as intel cost and maintenance needed and material compatibility. The choice of heat exchanger should be aligned with the specific requirement of applications and a balance of pros and cons of that particular uses and costs. And that's all about a heat exchanger. I will see types of heat exchanger in the upcoming videos. And please check out my channel. I'm posting a regular content related to industrial process and informations. And thanks for watching.